guys? It's Brett Cole with another YouTube video. In this video, I'll be showcasing my controller settings that I use for Apex Legends. Keep in mind though that I recommend finding settings that work best for you. This video is meant more as a reference point for people who want inspiration, or if you're new and need help finding the best settings. This video will absolutely help you to find those settings, and I'll explain why as well. Anyways, let's just get right into it. Interact prompt style, I keep this as default. Most of the stuff is insignificant on this screen, but I'll just quickly go over it. Button hints I keep off. Basically, like when you need to reload, it'll tell you when you need to reload. I just keep that off because I like to keep as many things off my heads-up display so that I can see enemies wherever or whenever they're there. Just makes it easier to focus on the game. Same reason right here. I don't like to have a shield icon when I'm shooting an enemy. It can be kind of distracting. I just like to know when I'm actually hitting them. Damage numbers, I would definitely keep this as stacking, because it'll tell you exactly how much damage you hit a player for if it's all in succession. So you can call out to your teammates exactly how much damage you hit them for, and your teammates can make better decisions off of what you call out. Moving on, ping opacity, pretty much the same reason. I like to keep as many things off the screen as possible, so I keep it as faded. Obituaries I keep on, pretty much insignificant. Minimap rotation, I keep this off. Can be kind of confusing if it's rotating while you're looking around. Weapon auto cycle on empty, so this I would keep on. Just assume you have 20 bullets left in an R9, and you shoot those 20 bullets at an enemy. If you have this off, it's not going to automatically switch to your next weapon. So you might be holding down the trigger for no reason because you're completely out of ammo. The game will auto cycle your weapon. This is only if you have absolutely no ammo left for that weapon. So if you have ammo for the weapon and need to reload it, it will not automatically switch you. But if you have no ammo, like you're completely out, then only it will switch you. Auto sprint, I just keep this on. The only reason I would not keep this on, or recommend not keeping it on, especially for newer players, is as it says when it's on, whenever you move forward or press forward on the stick, it delays your shots or the time to ADS or aim down sights. Basically, split second can make a difference in a gunfight. This I can play around, and I would recommend to you at least that you should always be sprinting in this game for the most part, and using cover to your advantage rather than keeping this off. Double tap to sprint, I just keep this off because I have auto sprint on. Incoming damage feedback, 3D, so I know exactly where I'm getting shot from. Taking damage closest death box menu, this I would definitely keep off, because if you're getting shot at or you're taking damage whenever you're in a death box, it'll instantly close you out if you have this on, which I think it is by default, which is bad, because you need to armor swap in this game, and if you get shot at while you're trying to armor swap, it'll instantly kick you out. So definitely keep this off. Hop up, this thing is insignificant. The rest of these are pretty insignificant, unless you want to change your colorblind mode to, I'm not sure whether it's the second or third option here, but it can change your crosshair to yellow instead of red. I just keep this as default because I don't really care. Moving on, everything is default here. My button layout and stick layout. My interact to reload and use I just keep that as tap so that everything's faster. Crouch, I just keep this as default. Toggle, aim button, I keep this as default on hold. This setting right here, L2, R2 button dead zones. So whatever you have these buttons set to, for me it's aiming and firing the weapon. So I keep these on none. So if you had this set to maximum, basically you're going to have to press your trigger all the way down for your gun to start shooting. And again, like I said, split seconds matter in this game, so you want to keep that at none. Menu cursor speed, this is a personal thing. I just keep it 2 ticks above the first bar above. Right there is comfortable for me. Look sensitivity and ADS, this is also personal. I just play on 5.3. I also have per optic settings turned on, so if I'm using a Kraber or any other sniper optic, it's a little bit quicker. This can help if you're in a close range situation, or if you need to like drag scope quickly. Playing on 3 is a little bit slow for me, so I just keep this on 4, only for the sniper optics, which are above 4 times here. Response curve, this is also a personal thing, whatever works for you. I just keep it on classic. Look dead zone. Basically, if you have a newer controller, I would actually set this to none, because your controller will have no stick drift at the time. Or if you have like a really good controller that never gets stick drift, definitely set this to none. It allows you to have finer aim control. But the controller I'm playing with now does have a little bit of stick drift, meaning like whenever I'm not holding or inputting any input into the controller, it moves by itself, so I keep that on small so that it does not do that. Moving on, movement dead zone, I just keep this as small, pretty much the same reason as L2, R2 button dead zones. Just gives you finer control over your movement. Inverted look off for obvious reasons. Vibration I keep off. It's kind of distracting for me to aim at people and have my controller vibrating and crap when I'm getting shot at, so I just keep it off. Moving on, field of view. So this I would set to absolute maximum, at least in my opinion, so that you have the most amount of peripheral vision available to you. Just quickly, I'll load into a game to show you the difference between the default and 110. Alright, so essentially I'm playing on 110 FOV, or field of view. And as you can see, my game sort of looks like everything's sort of zoomed out. Basically, if I have this on 70, I might not even be able to see this
making contact with enemy.
This bot over here. So just a quick demonstration of what 70 or default looks like. Yeah, so this is I think what you get on default on this game, which is really, really bad. I can't even see this enemy over here. Definitely, I would recommend setting this to minimum 90. I can sort of see this enemy, even on 90. I personally used to play on 100 actually, which is, I used to play on this for a long time, but I found that the difference between 110 and 100 wasn't a big difference, to me at least. So I just decided to give myself the maximum amount of peripheral vision. So 110 for me. Sprint view shake, minimal. You don't want your view shaking up and down crazy when you're sprinting. See, it sort of shakes a little bit when you're sprinting. I don't like that. Yeah, so you can see it a little bit less shaky when you're sprinting. Um, for volume, I would definitely keep master volume at 100, sound effects on 100, because this is your footsteps and gunfire. This is all your information in terms of audio. Definitely want to keep that at 100. Dialogue volume, I actually turn this down a little bit because sometimes when the characters are speaking, uh, it's kind of insignificant, whatever they say most of the time. You'll know when your teammate is getting shot at for the most part. The only reason I keep this on is because I like to know when we're getting third party. The characters will call out that another team is shooting uh, at you, so I just keep that on for that reason. Um, this stuff is all personal. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comments, and I'll get to it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and peace.